everybody. This recording will cover one of the two assignments that were not covered in the what's left in the semester recording. So this one will talk about the progress monitoring in math that is due April 9th. Remember, the last quote assignment is the Frayer model or the keyword model, and I said I was going to make that optional and or extra credit. And you might look at your grades and say, oh, I'm doing fine, I don't need that for anything. So that is not going to be discussed in this recording. I wanted it to be, but I'm not ready to discuss it. So I wanted to make sure to just get at least this one posted. So there's a new tab over here. It's called Progress Monitoring in Math, due April 9th. And again, I think I said this in this recording up here. This assignment shouldn't take you that long, okay? It's one more kind of chance for you to think about some instructional decisions. But I feel that you all are doing really well with understanding progress monitoring in math and how it works and the multi-tiered systems of support, RTI, all those other things. I think you are doing well with the actual progress monitoring measures. So again, this one, here's the last couple modules that we have coming up. So this one's just kind of a quick little wrap up about instructional decision making. Okay, so what I want you to do, you're going to click here, and this is from the Cedar Center. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. Let me go to it, and then I will not that way. So hold on. This is from the Cedar Center from the University of Florida. Okay, so it's CEEDAR Center, and there's all sorts of. Let me see if I can go back just a little bit. Hold on, hold please, one moment. Hold please. Hold on. Oh boy. If you hold on one moment in time, please. No, this is what I want. Okay. Oh, that's what I want. That would probably help. So this is what the Cedar Center looks like. Again, it's out of the University of Florida, and there's all sorts of resources and tools on here. There's, webinars, presentations, high leverage practices, all sorts of stuff that course enhancement modules, which is what I'm going to show you, practice-based learning. So you might want to just remember this website as well. Dyslexia course enhancement module, right? There's all sorts of professional development, all sorts of stuff on here. Okay, so again, just kind of keep this in mind. The address is, hold on, I'm going to show you, cedar.education.ufl, University of Florida, right, .edu. So right here, cedar.education.ufl.edu. If you have not been exposed to this site before, you might want to take a few minutes and look and see what is out here. And again, it's free, so that's kind of amazing. So I'm going to show you a course enhancement module. And here are just some of the examples of the course enhancement modules. Don't worry about any of these yet. I'm going to show you the one, but here's some evidence-based reading. So as school psychologists and as special ed teachers, some of these modules might be really helpful to you, inclusive ed, or you may have already seen some of these modules. So this is the one I want to show you, the MTSS for math, but let me just show you the other ones: school leadership for students with disabilities, universal design for learning, right? All these things. So I do want to show you the MTSS for math. So we're going to click here. And I'm just kind of showing you a little extra what I have for you. I'm going back now. I'm going back to Blackboard. What I have for you right here is the presentation that I want you to watch. Okay, I'm just kind of showing you a little bit more on Cedar. So you will not need to go through all this. You won't have to do all this stuff. So it's under learning resources, is if in case you want to for some reason. And what we're going to talk about is the intensive intervention. So you notice the learning resources portion of this module contains 4 parts: introduction, universal math instruction, kind of that tier 1, if you will, right? Supplemental math interventions, I would probably consider that tier 2, and then intensive intervention. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on, is the intensive intervention part. But if you notice, there's all these other guides and anchor presentations and handouts and references. So again, this might be a really good reference resource for you to have for this class, but for also, just kind of going forward once you leave me, which will be very sad. So again, here's what we're going to talk about. Part 4, intensive intervention. So I'm going to show you the anchor presentation. Actually, I'm just going to go to it right here. So back here in Blackboard, oh, let me move my little box a little bit. Okay, so back here in Blackboard, you're just going to click right here. So, and this is, you're only going to need slides 103 through 114 for this assignment, but I thought it might be a helpful resource just for you to have the entire presentation. Okay, so you're going to click here. I already have it open 27 times, but yet it's going to open again. Don't mind me. All right, so let me just show you. Okay, so here is what our or what the presentation looks like. Okay, and again, you can kind of skip through, even though it says it's math intervention, all this other stuff is not math. Okay, so oh wait, am I lying? Y'all, I might be lying. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I might have just caught myself in a lie. All right, so as of now, it looks good, right? The Foundation of Intensive Intervention, DBI. I swear at some point it goes into ELA. I'm not even kidding. So there's the 5 DBI steps. And again, I'm kind of just clicking, I'm not going, I'm going in order, but I'm not clicking on every single one of them. Okay, so suggested duration, strategies for adding double time. So again, teaching strategies for taking note, organizing information. Okay, components of explicit instruction. We've kind of talked about that, right? Modeling think aloud strategies. Well, I might be lying because I swear there was more than just math. So you might want to look, see, oh, nope, that's English language learners, my bad. So you might want to at least look through the whole presentation. I know, sorry, I'm not making sense, but I know what I'm talking about, I promise. Okay, you might want to just kind of look through the presentations, but again, what you will really need, and you might want to start here looking at some of the intensive interventions in math. Some of them we've talked about this semester, precise language, but you might want to look here as well. It should be helpful. And I think I was thinking of a different presentation because I swear the one that I had involved some reading as well. But anyway, okay, so some intensive interventions, okay, continued progress monitoring. So again, just kind of look through up to slide 102. Then here's what I really want you to focus on. Slide 103 is case study. We're going to follow, oh boy, we're going to follow Ethan real fast. We're going to follow Ethan, okay? He is a student at Bear Lake Elementary School. And he's, at the intensive level, IEP goals, his weekly progress monitoring, changing ineffective instructional programs. So he's in tier 3 at this point, right? So we're going to make decisions, at the intensive level about which students continue, which students might exit special ed. Okay, so here's what you need to go through for database decision making, just kind of another graphic for you. And then here's where we get to Ethan. You do not have handout 15. I don't think you need it. But if for some reason you want it, it looks just like this. Again, you don't have to do anything with it. All handout 15 is listing the 5 steps in the implementation process of intensive math interventions. Okay, so again, oh, gravy, people. Okay, so again, you don't have handout 15. You can find it from the Cedar Center if you want, but I don't think that you really need it. All right, so here's some background about Ethan. He was moved to secondary prevention, which tier 2 is what I would consider that. CBM was administered once each week, excuse me. Okay, here's when they changed his instruction. Right, comprehensive evaluation was conducted. Okay, some other stuff going on. Oh, now he was identified as having a learning disability. Here's his slope right there, 11 minus 11 divided by 5. Well, that's not so good, right? Even though he might be going up a little bit here, went down there, right? So his slope is 0, okay? So here's when they changed the instruction again. All right, and then the closure activity you're not going to do. So what you're going to do is, okay, I just wanted to show you those slides. So then your actual assignment, you're going to click right here where it says assignment, or here, either one, handout 16. So this is handout 16 from the Cedar Center. All I've done is I did make it into a Word document for you all so that you can type right into it. Okay, so here is handout 16. Again, if you can't find it for some reason, you can go to the Cedar Center and go handout 16 right here, but this is PDF here in the Cedar Center. And again, I made it into Word document for you. All right, so what you will do, so this is Ethan's intensive level intervention, so also known as tier 3 graph, right? So hopefully you're kind of putting that connection together. The dotted line signifies the point at which, oh, don't tell me the dotted line didn't show up. Oh, well, biscuits and gravy. Apparently you will need this. So go here for handout 16 under the Cedar Center just to see where the line is, okay? Because apparently that did not come through when I converted it to a Word, but we know that it's here in between week 6 and 7. Okay, so then going back here to the Word document, we know that it's right here, okay? The dash line is right here, which is where the teacher changed his tertiary prevention program. So then the first step is to calculate Ethan's slope after the teacher, Mr. Nance, changed his tertiary prevention. So again, remember that line is right here between week 6 and 7, right? Just pretend it's there. Yes, I know I could add one, but I'm also looking at the time. So you're going to calculate it from here on, okay, calculate a slope. And then the chart provides the criteria for response to intensive intervention. So kind of looking at this chart and comparing it to his slope. Then all you're going to do, you're just going to answer these 4 questions. What has happened to Ethan's CBM graph? Okay, so what has happened to it? Looking at from week 1 all the way to week 16, paying special attention to when they changed his intervention. How has Ethan responded to intervention? Okay, again, kind of what we just talked about, right? So remembering they Mr. Nance changed his intervention right here. So what has happened going this way? And then does Ethan meet the criteria for exiting intensive intervention? And what are the next steps for Ethan? So looking at his data, looking at the case study, again, if you need to go back and looking at the PowerPoint. Okay, so going back to, you start on slide 103. So going back, looking there, what do you think are the next steps for Ethan? Okay, so again, you're going to calculate the slope first of all, and you can just kind of put that, it's a Word document, so you can just kind of type it right here if you want, or just somewhere. You can type it on the graph, wherever you would like to do. And then what has happened to his graph, and again, this is a Word document, so you can type right into it, okay? And if it ends up messing up the lines, then so be it. You can get rid of the lines if you want. How has Ethan responded to intervention? Does Ethan meet the criteria for exiting intensive intervention? And what are the next steps? So really what are those educational decisions that we're going to make for Ethan? All right, so that's it for that last assignment, this progress monitoring in math assignment. So it is due April 9th. It is open for you over here. Again, look at the presentation. You can just start at slide 103 if you want, but I would probably look at, at least glance at the other slides. And then this will be all that you submit as your assignment. You'll just submit it right here. Okay, so this one is not optional, right? So everyone needs to make sure to do this. And then again, I will get something posted for the optional Frayer or keyword, kind of that optional assignment. All right, so that's it for progress monitoring in math. Again, remember the Cedar Center. It has a lot of really great resources and a lot of great content enhancement modules that may be helpful for y'all. And one more time, that address is cedar.education.ufl.edu, and then this is specifically how I got to the math one. All right, so again, shouldn't take you too long, I don't think. Y'all are doing a really great job, and you all seem to have a really good grasp so far of progress monitoring and database decision making and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a little wrap up, making some decisions for Ethan. Okay, that is it for now. And again, make sure, if you have not already done so, make sure to watch the What's Left in This Semester recording. Make sure this is one of the things that is left in the semester. And again, like I mentioned, I will get something posted for the Frayer and the keyword. All right, have a great rest of your week.